welcome back to the tutorial series. In this one we're going to be going over the Shuriken Particle system. So I was going to continue with the AI, but it's still a little bit new to me, so when I get the stuff figured out I'll add on to the different parts. So anybody who's looking forward to that, don't worry, it'll be released eventually. I've just been having a couple of issues with it, but I've been really busy lately with work and all that other stuff, so I haven't been around really to get all that done. So I decided just to do a quick tutorial on the Shuriken Particle system and kind of teach you guys a little bit about the system if you're using the newer version of Unity. And there's a lot of newer tools in the newer versions that I wasn't able to cover before because I kept using an old version, but my game's ported over perfectly fine, so now I can go over a lot more advanced tutorials. I'm also looking forward to using Rain. I haven't had really a chance to learn it yet, but I have it installed, and I'll be making some tutorials for that too. And that's basically just AI tool for pathfinding and all that. So yeah, we'll just get started with this tutorial though. I just wanted to go over those things. So we're gonna go create other, and then we'll create a particle system. So I'll just bring this over here so we can check it out. And right now, what's different about the particle system is there's a lot more flexibility to this. You can actually change the shape to a mesh if you wanted to. You can do all kinds of different things with this that you couldn't do with the previous particle systems, and it's a lot better system, I think. So we'll go over a couple of these features, and in future tutorials we'll go over the particle system more in depth and how to create different effects if you're trying to create like a tornado or sparks that fly off and hit the ground and different stuff like that. So you guys can suggest some particles that you might like. I might do some just random ones like for weapons and stuff, but and we'll also be covering sprite sheets to get these particles to animate like lightning and different stuff like that. So I'm just gonna jump in here. What I did was I created a random particle. It's just a simple cloud, and I just adjust the alpha on it so that's a little bit see-through, and pretty much just use the brush tool in Photoshop to add different layers of that. And so I might go in here, I might change this to point, apply, and what you're going to want to do for this to get it to work is create a new material, and we'll just name this particle 1, and we'll go find our particle, and we can just drag and drop it on there. Now what we want to do is drop this down, go to particles, and you can choose a different effect. I like additive. Makes it look very neat, see-through. It blends in with like the background and such. So yep, we can click on this, and if we want to add that texture instead of this basic one, which is just pretty much a blurry circle, isn't too exciting, go down here and we can just type in particle 1, and I guess I have a different particle 1 as well. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. Okay, so now what we can do is we can adjust some of these settings. Where is it? You can adjust the size so it looks a little bit better. It's a lot easier to see, and they overlap, so it gives it that nice effect. And now this is a lot better because it looks more like smoke than the other one did. Just lower it down to the ground here. We can adjust a bunch of things in here. I would suggest leaving the texture more gray so you can apply different colors to it. I didn't do that for this one, but you'd probably want to if you're going to be changing up the color of it. You can change the speed, so how fast it moves. You can make it go really fast, but it'll go higher up in the air. This way you can actually adjust the lifetime, so we can crank this down, and we have a lot going at once, but still it's not enough, and we probably want to change that. So you can go down to emission and how many emit at a certain time. So you can crank that up and get a nice, awesome looking like fire effect or whatever you want to do. You can crank it down if you wanted. And start color, you can just change the color of the particles to whatever you want. Blue actually looks, or I guess green, but it just looks kind of bluish. It depends on where it's positioned, really. Or if you didn't just want it to have a basic color, you could leave it at white. Come down here and color over lifetime. So just check that. And this kind of acts like Photoshop 2 with the gradients. So you can adjust it and see it in real time. So we can adjust some of these things, and you can see the effects start changing. Now you could get it to be this exact color if your texture was white, but mine is like a purplish, so it's not going to blend in correctly. But you can see the colors fading from that color to that color, and you can pretty much add as many as you want just by clicking here, and you can just adjust it to whatever your liking is to get that cool effect. So yeah, that's a couple of the basic features of the Shuriken Particle system. I'll be continuing this in parts, and we'll be going over different particles and how to do other stuff with it, since there's a lot of different features in here that I don't just want to cover in one tutorial. So I guess we'll continue on from here, and we'll be adjusting a lot of these other features to make this effect even cooler than it is now. So yeah guys, stay tuned for more tutorials. If you have any suggestions for new tutorials that you want that are quick and easy for me to do, since my time schedule is kind of crazy right now, just leave them in the comments and I'll try creating some more tutorials covering whatever you guys want.